Welcome back to the Are We Convinced podcast, where we deep dive into the strange, the funny, the serious topics that have captured our attention throughout the week. I always struggle to say that sentence, and we've now said it 10 times, by the way, episode 10.
I struggle to say it as well. I think it's the way it's worded because it's not there's something wrong with it, but
It
like
is. I think it's
Bob,
it's the dive deep. I think that trips me up.
yeah, deep
The
dive.
double D in there kind of throws you.
Um,
So, how have you been the past wee while?
um, I'm sick at the minute,
I can
which
hear.
is really not ideal. I hate being sick. But apart from that, yeah, I've been stressed out. So just loving life. What about
Just
yourself?
normal. Good, yeah, good. Obviously this week then it was the whole Disney thing, so I'm just kind of back from it.
True.
There's just a real hate for just like the holiday blues. They've only kicked in now
I thought you were going to say you have a real hate for Disney
for
now.
Disney. Oh no,
No,
of course not. No,
that's good. That's good.
no. Now to be fair, it rained all day on the Wednesday they were there,
Oh,
and I tried to like it. You know where you are. You try to enjoy the place, but
yeah.
there's just something about rain, and I just hate being. I just hate getting wet. And just I'm like a cat.
I think you've said this before.
I think I maybe have said it before. I just cannot stand being wet.
No, I'm the same. Maybe it's something to do with Disneyland Paris because the last time I was at Disneyland Paris, I was a toddler, I was a child.
Hmm.
But it rained the entire time I was there as well.
Yeah,
So it might just be our
I
luck.
know, I know, I know. It was cold, and then it snowed on the last day,
Oh,
hmm which was nice. It was nice to be there when it was snowing, but just again, just in the situation, you try to be happy. You try to be happy in that place.
yeah. I don't actually think I've ever seen Paris have snow before.
Ever? Was I the
Really?
first? Was I the first person in history to experience that?
Well, usually you see pictures of places with the snow, but
Mm.
I've never seen like the Eiffel Tower with snow on it.
I mean, to be fair, the snow would be doing a good job if it could land on the Eiffel Tower.
Well, I mean, yes, I get that. But I don't know.
It's bound to be.
I've
Maybe
never.
you just haven't seen it.
Have you seen
It
it?
it was cool. No.
Well then,
Trouble is when you search Google now these days, you don't know if it's a real image or not. Do you know
that
what I mean? You don't know if it's a real. Yeah,
exist.
there's loads of pictures, but there's literally loads. In fact, the first thing comes up, it says Eiffel Tower closed for third straight day due to snow.
I obviously just
Jesus,
live under a rock. Then,
yeah, you're convinced by that now, anyway.
yeah, I am.
One thing I do want to tell you about Disney. So obviously, for everyone who has been waiting, I did complete the Ratatouille ride,
Yay! Big claps for Peter.
and my eyes were only closed for
Oh, you hardly closed
one
mine.
tenth of it. Yeah, yeah, I closed it for the drop.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh. I really shouldn't.
Just because I think it was even worse this time because I knew it was coming up, so it was even more.
But
But
surely
so yeah,
would that not prepare you for it?
no, 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 no. It's just the motion of a drop. But anyway, I did it, and I bought the rat at the end to celebrate.
It's a pretty cute rat, to be fair.
Mm. He's big,
Is he?
but the size of my head.
You just called your head big.
I didn't mean that. I just meant like a rat the size of your head is pretty big.
Is that
Anyone's
not
head.
pretty normal for a rat?
No, to be the size of your head.
Well, I know some rats can be pretty big.
Do you remember the one? Do you remember the video going around that place in Portrush that had
Yeah,
the rats?
I do.
And was there a Chinese in Belfast or something that had massive rats that were on counters, and they were like wee cats.
Oh.
They were that big. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I would know. I was going to ask. You seem to bring a couple of like toys and teddies home with you.
I brought Buzz home. Yeah.
Was there any more? Like, did you struggle to fit those in your suitcase?
No, Buzz had to come out of the box, which I was
Oh,
distraught about because
okay.
I wanted to keep the box.
Uh huh.
So Buzz had to come out of the box. Your mom was okay. The wee rat was okay. Who else came home? Minnie Mouse came home too.
I assume that one wasn't for you.
No,
No.
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 Neither were any of them really. But I took Buzz as my own
Oh,
under my wing. So yeah, that was it. Really, it didn't really go totally crazy because it's just I think the prices put you off. I don't know I'm being really like really ranty again, but it's just that you can get things in like even the Disney shop or even on Amazon for cheaper, but yet just because you're in Disney World, but
yeah.
or Disneyland. But yeah, it was all good. The one thing that I only the only one stupid thing I did during the entire trip was we were at a character breakfast.
Okay.
So I was so taken back by like everyone coming around the table. So like Eeyore was around the table, Captain Hook was around, and so on. So my eyes were everywhere. Went over to the buffet, um, lifted what I needed. So like mushroom. Did the sausages are very weird in France. They're
Oh,
not. They're like there was chicken sausages and there was
oh, that's
something
interesting.
else. Yeah, but they weren't. There I couldn't find like pork sausages, so that
That's
was weird. Anyway, and then so we were talking in the last episode that I have a thing with eggs at the minute as well. So I wanted to find a couple of boiled eggs.
original.
Found that, brought it back to the table, and went to then peel the egg. So first of all, I got the knife to puncture the egg, to start peeling it.
Okay.
I didn't know that you had to put the egg into this kind of weird. It was basically a basin of hot water, but it was a machine. If you know what I mean, it was a machine that boils your eggs. Anyway, so I didn't know that bit. I skipped that bit. It was just too busy everything going around me. So I was then at my bread. Lovely, lovely mushrooms. There was tomato. There was bacon. There was the Mickey Mouse cake. It was all photogenic, all ready to go, ready to take a photo with. Take it went to the boiled egg. Then the knife went in, and the table immediately became covered in raw egg. And when I say the table, I have never seen as much egg come out of an egg
No, you
as
did
what I'd seen.
not.
It was raw egg all over my breakfast, all over the cutlery, all over the table,
I can't
and
believe that.
it was probably the most embarrassing moment I've had in that trip.
Did you have to walk the plank after that?
No, no, luckily he didn't see.
Oh, that's maybe a good thing.
Um, yeah, it is a good thing. But do you know how difficult raw egg is to clean up? Have you ever tried to wipe a raw egg up?
Yes,
You
work
being in I was gonna say, yeah.
yeah, I've had to do that actually quite a lot. It is so difficult. There's,
Mhm.
like, this big, like, goopy bit.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the more you wipe it, the messier it gets.
Yep, more or less.
So,
Okay.
but yeah, no. Apart from that, I think it was a successful trip. I didn't manage to do anything else
How have
stupid, which was
I
good
only heard about this now?
because I just wanted to save it. I wanted to save it just for a true reaction.
That was I can just imagine that happening. That's funny.
But it wasn't clearly like I didn't know. It wasn't clearly marked out that you had to put the eggs in. It just said boiled eggs, so I just
You just said they
I
were
thought they were yeah,
boiling.
and they were just cooled down for you to ready to peel.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm so glad I got home before the storms. Did you not see some of the videos of planes like landing
You know
in,
what?
in
I haven't. I didn't see any videos of any plays. I saw one, I think, but only, it wasn't really that impressive. It was just a drag.
Oh, it's just like I can just about do a plane journey, but like then there'd be a storm to be put into the mix.
You see, I love flying because it means you're going somewhere nice, but I have, um I have flight radar as well because I love to see just, like, if there's any
Hang
planes.
on, and you call me the nerd? I
What?
have radar as well.
Well, flight radar, if there's a plane above you, you can just be like, "Oh, where's that going?" And then, but I tried to look on flight radar for maybe planes that had to circle around a few times, and I couldn't see a single thing. I saw a couple of planes though that what got diverted.
Yes,
There's
there
one
was one that I heard about. It was like,
was it Manchester had
yeah, I was gonna say Manchester.
diverted to like France or something?
Yeah, it was like Manchester to I don't know Liverpool or London or something like that. Like it was meant to be like a half hour, 40-minute flight,
Yeah.
and they were all on the plane for 10 hours.
Oh, that's rough.
Like imagine that, and then you end up in France.
You know what? If I ended up in France on a plane that was supposed to take me to Liverpool, I would be getting off that plane and staying in
Yeah,
France.
yeah. I know that is true.
That is what
That is
I'd
true.
do.
One of the questions that did kind of come, and I know we kind of talked about this before off the podcast, but definitely when I was over there, it was so cold. Like it was feeling like -6, -8 on my way up. It said -8. Um, are you convinced it's better to feel too cold than too warm? When I
No,
when I when I was there, I was convinced that it is cold, yeah, but I would rather be too cold and get a chance to warm up rather than being too warm and struggle to get cool again.
no, I'd rather be too warm.
But do you not think you would struggle?
I don't care. Me and the cold do not go well together.
But my thinking is if you're too cold, you can just put extra layers on and it's easy enough to warm up.
Yes, but if you put too many layers on, then you cut off the circulation to your body. So then you automatically just end up being cold again.
But say you can just walk over to a fire and just stand beside a fire. Whereas if you're too warm, it's harder to get colder.
Yeah, but if
I
I'm
don't think.
too warm, then I'm just gonna walk away from the fire.
No, but yeah, obviously if you're standing beside a fire, it's gonna be. But say you're outdoors and you're sweating and it's too warm. What do you? It's harder to get cool than it is to warm up if you're in that situation.
I disagree.
No,
I disagree.
I just being warm just makes me all flustered and just it annoys me. It just makes me agitated if I'm too warm.
I do get that, but I think that's me with being too cold.
Mm,
I'm me in the cold. Nah, nah, we're not mates
yeah,
whatsoever.
yeah, yeah.
But I love being nice and warm.
The 10th episode, by the way, I feel like should there be like a birthday cake or is 10 not a significant number?
I don't know. I wouldn't really say. I feel like maybe 50th.
I would have thought double figures. No?
I'll go double figures. Yeah, we'll put a wee birthday cake here. So I think we should start with the banana talk.
Mm,
We kind of left it that I would try a banana before bedtime to see if it helped me sleep. I am convinced of this.
really?
Yeah,
Right.
it did actually work.
Okay, talk me through it then. How when was this through the day or was this like before bed?
So I had it before bed and I did it like 2 nights in a row
Hmm.
just to see. It was I'm gonna say maybe half an hour to an hour before I actually went to sleep because I ate the banana, got into bed, watched a wee episode of The Office, and then I went to sleep. And if it wasn't for my dogs barking outside my door,
Hmm.
I would have had a really, really good night's sleep. But it was really, really like it was a good night's
Now,
sleep.
now, just to kind of give the other side, were you not like just overly tired? Did you not do extra things that day?
I don't really I wouldn't say I was overly tired. Like usually I don't go to bed until about 1, 2 AM anyway. Like
Yeah.
just to out myself there. Um, but I don't know if it was just, like, easier to fall asleep. It might have been quicker to fall asleep because obviously last night I was up to 3 AM. Like, I was not for falling asleep anytime soon.
Do you think that's your body saying I now need bananas every single night to get to sleep?
I mean, maybe,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, it was just peaceful, nice and quiet, no, like, weird dreams or anything like that. It was just nice, smooth sailing until the morning.
I kind of almost didn't want to hear that because I just feel like I couldn't do it. How ripe was the banana?
You would have hated it.
Oh, right, okay.
You would have hated it.
Like,
It was, like, a wee bit green going on
oh,
to
okay.
yellow. I think we need to have a debate about this because the way you take your bananas is so wrong.
No, no. The way I take my bananas is it's soft enough where it can be easily digested, but if it's too green, it's just too hard. And even when you bite into a banana that's too ripe, you can tell straight away because it's just too hard.
Yes, but you have your bananas whenever they're basically black.
No, no, no. There were speckles of black,
Yes, but there were quite a lot of speckles. I think we
but
should put here a photo of your banana for
you'll
the
have to, yeah,
people
um,
watching.
yeah, you'll have to go to the YouTube then to see the photo of the banana. Um, but when I peel that banana, it's not black inside. It hasn't reached to the banana yet. That's just the skin.
See, that really freaks me out. Like, I can't have a banana where there's, like, black on the outside because 'cause I'm like, there's
I'm
gonna
pretty
be
sure,
black
but
inside.
I'm pretty sure you're not meant to eat them when they're green
Well, like, when else are you supposed to
because they're just ripe.
well, not green green. Green on the verge of yellow.
No, I just have pictures and I have images of myself like really getting bad stomach pains for eating a banana when it's too ripe. Like it really affects me, and I'm not playing that up. It affects me. But your mum was actually giving valid information as well about our banana talk.
Yes, she was. So, got this random message from Mother Patton, and she was saying, I can't remember the exact words, but it was FYI.
Hmm.
Obviously, we call a bunch of bananas a bunch, but the
Yeah.
actual name for them is a hand or a cone.
And I had never heard of that phrase before. A
No,
hand of bananas.
I've never heard of that. I don't know where she got that information from. She just said that she had learnt it that day.
And is it a thing that you can't buy there's a number of bananas that you can't eat in a row because you'll die?
You were talking about this. Now, I
Yeah.
have never heard this before, but maybe that is right because obviously they do have a lot of, was it potassium in them?
Yeah. But I want to say it was something like 6 or 7 bananas that you can't eat. Do you buy like a bunch hand of like five? But I can't picture how many bananas are in a.
Either 5 or
I'm
8.
scared. I'm scared to say bunch now.
You can either have 5 bananas or else you can have 8 bananas purchased in the shop. Now, that's only from the ones that I know that are ready in bags. I should not know that. I should not know that.
I don't think anyone knows that apart from you. 5 or 8. So that defeats my that just. 'Cause I was going to say 6. Um,
Just the ones I know about.
it has been suggested that eating more than 6 bananas in one sitting could kill you. Is this really true? Bananas are one of the world's most popular. I don't know the backstory of bananas. One.
But for a healthy person, it would be impossible to overdose on bananas. You'll probably need around 400 bananas a day, and then
Four,
yeah, look at it too.
400 bananas. Imagine that. Imagine how long you'd sleep for.
Well, forever if you're overdosing
Mhm.
on them.
Well, I said, okay, maybe not the 6 then that I thought. This question is going to be a bit tricky to ask because, well, not tricky to ask, but tricky to answer, um,
Okay.
because the answer is the whole point of it. But are there any words or phrases that you can't say? And I know there's certainly words that I know I can't say, and I try to find other words that mean the
Yeah.
same thing when I'm trying to, when I'm trying to get to the
Yes.
thing. No, I was going to, let me play you this video first, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Have you came across the purple burglar alarm video?
Don't think so, no.
There's some Scottish people that kind of say purple burglar alarm, 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 burglar, purple burglar,
I love that. I love that so much.
I've never seen that before.
I love it. It's when he has to take he has to take the headphones out to
Turkey
like oh,
burglar.
that's so funny. That is so funny. Um, the one word that I can't say is the people who dig and they dig to find things. I don't want to say it because I know I can't say it. That's so funny. I can't get over that clip.
What?
Um,
Miners.
no, miners. Do you think I can't say that word? No, begins with A. Archy.
Archaeologists.
No, I can't say that. Archaeologist.
Archae
Archaeologist.
archae
Archae.
it's
Archae.
archaeologist. There's no L.
Archaeologist.
There's no L.
Can't
Archaeologist.
say it. Archaeolog. Ar- archaeologist. Archaeologist.
No, there's no, where are you getting this other L from? It's
Archaeologist.
Archaeologist.
Archaeologist. Anyway,
Good
that's
attempt. Good attempt.
that's one word that I can't say. Is there something that you can't say?
Um, well, there's something that I grew up saying marshmallow,
Okay.
but it's
Is it,
marshmallow. And
what did you say the first time? Do you not just say exactly the same word? You just said the
marshmallow,
exact same word.
marshmallow,
Marshmallow.
marshmallow.
Right. And what did you used to say?
No, I say marshmallow, but apparently it's marshmallow.
You're saying the same word again.
I'm
Yeah,
not. I say it with an E, not an A.
where's the E come in?
Mellow.
Mellow. Okay, mellow. Right. Oh, mallow. Yeah. Okay. Get.
Like,
Yeah. Get you. Get you. Marshmallow. Marshmallow. Yeah. I say marshmallow. I'm
yeah,
not confused. If you only like look at a word so long on a page and you think it's spelt wrong. Marshmallow. Right. Okay. Okay.
There's that, and there's one word I could not for the life of me pronounce no matter how many times I tried. It's uh is it anonymity?
Anonymity. Anonymity.
Anonymity.
Yeah.
That's it.
Anonymity. Oh, now I'm questioning it now.
An an
Anonymity.
anon like, I kept struggling with this so much, I had to ask mom, I was like, "How do you say this?" Anonym
No, you're adding another "nin" in
anon
there.
an I can't do it.
Anon I
An
can't say it. The image in my head is when Finding Nemo, when Nemo tries to say an anomaly.
when is
No?
this? What was this in?
That's a very niche quote, from Finding Nemo.
I can't remember the last
A
time
sea a sea is
look
it a sea anemone? A sea anemone? But he's saying anemone, you can't say sea anemone. Do you remember the news clip from here? Ivan Little.
But traffic wardens are hardly a Belfast phenomenon. Surely every. But traffic wardens are hardly a Belfast phenomenon. Shut up, shouting at me. Are they called Aiden too? Hold on. But traffic wardens are hardly a Belfast phenomenon. Keep it on. I can't say this.
Can you say that word first of all?
But traffic wardens are hardly a
phenomenon.
Belfast phenomenon.
Phenomenon.
Phenomenon. You sound like that wee
Pheno
Muppet song. Uh,
Belfast phenomenon. Phenomenon. Da, 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 da,
that's exactly what I was thinking.
da, da.
No.
Phenomenon.
Phenomenon. Hello. Phenomenon. No. Phenomenon. Keep her on it here. I get this right. Phenomenon. What's the word? No, that's not a problem. Phenomenon.
So
But
funny.
traffic wardens are hardly a Belfast phenomenon.
We all get it wrong.
I know. I just think like there's always words that you'll just never be able to pronounce.
Yeah. No matter how hard you try.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that is the more you try and the more you look at it, the worse it gets.
Yeah. Definitely. The more you try it.
Well, you're doing well if the only word that you can't say is marshmallow. To be fair, you're just saying you're not saying your pronunciation. You just are saying the wrong word.
And I refuse to say the right word because marshmallow sounds so much better. Marshmallow.
Is that
Ugh.
not DJ?
Marshmallow, yeah.
Yeah.
Like marshmallow just sounds cuddly and like squishy. Marshmallow just ugh, doesn't.
I know. No, and to me, marshmallow sounds more cuddly. No,
Sorry. What noise did
no.
you make there?
Marshmallow.
What noise did you make?
What noise did I make?
Yes. You made a noise. You'll have to listen back to this
I
'cause
made a noise. I made a noise,
you made a noise. But
like
like
with my mouth or my body.
with your mouth. I think it was before you said marshmallow. Those
I no, and to me, marshmallow. Okay, well, what have you got for me? Actually, before we get to what you have, right? Can
okay.
we go? Can we go to our Facebook memories?
Do, 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 do. Man.
This is going to be good.
That's so funny. So, obviously, anyone listening, I don't know if you can tell by my voice, but I am sick today. 10 years ago, Tyree Patton, stupid flu, I hate it.
Now that's weird.
I don't know if you can,
Yeah, see that? Yeah,
that is, that's weird.
that's kind of Matrix stuff there. Like that's, or then again, it's just winter.
I got 8 likes for that.
Wow.
Famous. All the other ones are just me reposting things back in the day.
I have one on this day 9 years ago. Northern Ireland, possibly the only country where we take a bomb scare as an inconvenience. And I got 20 likes for that.
That's about right.
And then the other one was on this day 10 years ago. just past my driving theory. Almost there. You can see that? Probably not.
10 years ago.
10 years ago. And I got 32 likes.
Go you.
It's always those big you always look forward to putting like a big statement like that out because it's a guaranteed like 50 likes. Where are those people like just in your ordinary day stuff? You know, like why do they only turn up when it's big occasions?
I know. 'Cause-
It's because there's so much stuff like, and I suppose like you see a post like that and it can't be faked in a way. Do you know what I mean? Like there's so much rubbish that's put on social media, but at least that it's like it's a real life event.
Yeah, real big, good life event.
Okay, have you got anything else? I do have one final thing, but I want to do it at the end of the episode.
Okay. Speaking of colds and flus, this kind of fits in with even our whole like everything that we've been talking about today. Because you were talking about being cold and how you would rather be cold than be warm. But what I was wondering, does being cold make it more likely to catch a cold?
No,
Because
yes,
you
yeah, I've always believed that.
yeah, you hear people saying, "Oh, you better wrap up, you don't want to catch a cold." But is
Yeah,
that actually true?
I've always believed that. Um, until
Oh,
I thought about no, just until I thought about like if you're in the house and you still get sick.
yep,
So how like how did it happen? The cold didn't affect you then. So,
yeah.
but
Yeah,
do you think it does?
I don't think so. Because it's not as if I was standing out in the cold for 12 hours a day.
Hmm.
Like I was in work, I was like at home
Yeah,
and it just appeared out of nowhere.
I do kind of get it, like if you're being warm all day and you're stepping out of the cold and into the warm and out of the cold. But I just don't think like being outside in general can give you the cold.
Yeah.
Surely there has to be bacteria.
So this is the thing.
And I actually um was under the impression, and I mean certainly with like COVID and so on, like that the cold air didn't spread things. Like when you were in places and you had to have open windows and you had to have fresh air coming in, like
Yeah.
that would stop it.
Yeah, to get rid of the germs and all.
Yeah.
Well, surely being out in the cold would just like kill everything.
Cold weather does not make people sick.
There we go.
And that's from medicalnewstoday.com. So I would say that's pretty reliable.
Wow. You know what? I actually didn't expect it to say that.
Yeah. In fact, it is viruses that cause colds and the flu. However, cold weather can impact health in other ways, but it can't give you the cold.
There you have it.
You look
I
so shocked and so pleased with yourself.
I am because the amount of times my dad says, "Oh, you may put a coat on, you don't want to catch a cold." And I can just be like, "Sorry, that's wrong."
Get that link. I'll send you this link here. Do you want a print out of it? Yeah.
Everyone, my family, we just like to prove each other wrong.
Yeah.
Like to yeah, so
Print that out and put it in the wall.
I'm gonna stick it on the notice board.
Yeah, put it in the fridge.
My fridge is a telephone box.
Hang on. Sorry, I thought you said my fridge is a telephone box.
That's exactly what I said.
What do you mean?
It means it is stickered to be a telephone box, one of those red London telephone boxes.
So it's not an actual. It's not like a quirky telephone box. It's just it's a picture of a telephone box.
Yeah, like it's a vinyl sticker that covers the whole fridge to make it look like a telephone box.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Seriously?
Not. I don't mean I just mean ever.
Yeah. Mom bought it like a couple of years ago, and it's the one question we get all the time. It's like, "Where's your fridge?" It's the telephone box
Yeah. Yeah.
in the corner.
Weird that the first question is why do you why do you have a telephone box in your kitchen?
There you go.
So well here you've almost tied into the final thing that I'm talking about then.
Okay.
Because I picture it. Phone boxes. Speaking of London, right?
Mhm.
Are you a fan of EastEnders? Are you a fan of like soaps in general?
I truthfully can't remember the last time I watched TV.
When people phone each other in soaps, and sometimes when the phone comes on screen and it gives you the number of the character and says so and so is calling,
Yeah.
and the answer. So I thought, why don't we do it now? Why don't we ring? So this is from EastEnders, and this was from, I don't know how many episodes ago, but it was certainly recently. A character called Dean. Again, I don't really watch EastEnders, so I don't know.
Okay.
But Dean was calling someone, and then his number came up on the screen. Can we phone the number? Now, this is the only thing I'm afraid of is if it's a real number. Surely it can't be a real number.
Surely they wouldn't put
But
it
it's an
up.
oh 07. It's not even like weird numbers. It's 079. Like it's a phone number. It kind of has to be fake if they didn't blank the number out.
There's only one way to find out.
There's only one way to find out,
He's
and I'm
staring.
scared. Should I hang on? Should I should definitely go into withheld, shouldn't I?
Yes, yes.
Barely see that. 07935. I want to get this right because if I don't get it right, it will be a real number. You know what I mean? Five. What do you think's going to happen? What do you think is going to be a dead number?
I think it will be a dead number.
But then just before I hit play or hit call, the thing I think about is surely the number is used if they have to call each other. Like say the person who called that phone during the scene, it has to be a real phone for it to flash up. Surely. So
I don't know.
Welcome to the Tesco mobile voicemail service. The person you're calling
do we leave a
is
message?
unable to take your call.
Yes.
Please leave your message after the tone. To record your message again, press hash at any time.
Hi Dean, Peter here. If you just give me a wee call back, please. I'm just wanting to give a wee chat. Thanks. Thankfully, oh, I really hope that my number was hidden. Now I've done that.
Oh, that's true.
Imagine
Oh, that's true.
imagine that number wasn't hid. Well, it's unticked as unshow my caller ID, so it should be okay.
That is. You know what? That
But
is.
hang on, but it's Tesco Mobile though, so is that real?
Yeah, Tesco Mobile's real. Yeah.
No, I know. Hang on, I know the company. I know Tesco Mobile's real. I just mean, was that a real number then because it went to voicemail?
Must have. Yeah. Oh my. You should have just been like, "Hello, Dane. This is Peter from Are We Convinced podcast. I was just wondering if we could get you on the show."
I'm not gonna lie, I would have pooped myself if someone answered that. I don't know what I would have said.
I really didn't think you were going to go ahead with that.
Anyway, on that note,
That is the
thank you
perfect
for
end.
it is the perfect end. And I'm just now going to have anxiety for the next week and hope that I don't get a phone call back on Monday morning from Dean.
You might get one from Ofcom.
I know.
That would be great.
I haven't broke the law though, have I? It wasn't a prank call. It wasn't like a Bart Simpson call. You know what I mean?
Oh no, you just
I'll just say I dialed the wrong number.
yeah.
Thank you for everyone who's been hitting the subscribe button and who has maybe just. Why are you
See you
laughing
with
again?
this follow button. It's like it just comes off the tip of your tongue now.
We need to thank the people who have just joined and are listening out of their own will to this podcast. There is
Nope.
people, and I'll not mention their names, but there were a few people who came to me when I didn't upload the Monday one at the normal time that I did upload the Monday one because this particular person listens on the way to work and they went onto their phone and it wasn't there.
Aw. Well, thank you.
Mhm.
We must be
So,
doing.
and then there's you going, oh, you in this follow button. I'm thanking the people who are listening.
You love that follow button though.
No,
Like
follow button.
hit that follow button.
And if you could share it with your friends, that'd be good.
Yes. It just rolls off the tip of the tongue now.
It does. One challenge for you next week, because I don't know if we mentioned it on the podcast or just in general, but I want to get a recording of each of your dogs barking.
Both of them barking at the same time or two different times.
No, obviously not. I need separate. I need separate because you said that you could tell your dog by the bark.
Yep.
So I want to play two separate barks and see if you can tell your dog
That's fine.
apart.
Wide colours.
If you do, it's gonna be very strange.
Why? It's like listening to your baby cry and knowing, aye, that's my Wayne.
Who's Wayne?
Not mine anyway.
I actually said Wayne there, but it's because you said Wayne and it sounded like Wayne, and I was trying to be funny of your cultiness. I said Wayne as in the name, but you didn't get it.
No, I think it's just because I'm used to people saying Wayne that
Mm.
just. But yeah, you said Wayne, not like you.
No, you still don't get it. I didn't say Wayne. I said Wayne.
I don't hear a difference here.
I'm saying the person's name, Wayne,
Oh, Wayne.
and I said, "Who's Wayne?"
Oh, right. I get you
But
now.
it's just not funny when you have to explain it.
I'm sorry.
Hopefully, you're better for next week.
I really hope so, because I feel like I'm dying right now.
It's a bit dramatic.
Oh, right. Okay.
See you next week.
See you next week.